how-tos, reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincy and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast. I'm your host, Justin.
I'm your other host, Quincy.
How you doing over there, Q?
Well, same shit, different day.
Same thing, man. I'm doing my little fuck-up thing where I have the Mountain Blue Powerade with the green tea bag. I've been doing that a lot.
Hey, I mean, I'm glad you found something. You know, it's electrolytes and tea and shit. So definitely far worse things to be putting in your body.
Like, I assume a Dr. Pepper. Do you have any more of those dark berry ones still?
No, I've been out of those for a long time. Those actually expired before I finished them, and I said, fuck it, and drink it anyways. There was one left. I wasn't going to throw it away.
That's fair. Did it taste off, or was it just like...
No, actually, it didn't. It was fine.
Okay. But,
I mean, I'm sure it probably wasn't good for me, but...
I mean, it's Dr. Pepper. But what you got over there, man? You got coffee?
I have a Starbucks. Venti caramel macchiato, 2 extra pumps of vanilla, so that I don't have to add any sweetener. Hot.
And is that one your go-to from Starbucks now?
Yeah, that's my go-to. It has been for a while. I got out of the whole Frappuccino thing. I don't really do Frappuccinos anymore. I even drink hot coffee in the summer.
You're weird.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I can't. I have this thing where I can do cold anytime. I don't care if it's cold outside or cold inside. It doesn't matter to me. If I have a hot drink on a hot day, I get uncomfortable. Like I can't do that. Yeah.
No, I'm fine with it.
Let's grab this.
Raise that internal temperature.
Yeah, no, fuck that. My internal temperature is always hot and uncomfortable. On the good old Humble Bundle, we have ourselves an IGN Editor's Choice, the 9 and Above Club. And Quincy asked me when I talked to him about it, he was like, oh, are these the ones that paid off? And I was like, no, I don't think they did, because all of these are indies. And I began to quell and think about them, and they are all indie games that did really well. And I'm glad to see them in a pretty packed bundle, especially Disco Elysium, the final cut. Right there at top, IGN gave it a 10. I kind of concur with it. It is a very good game. Not for the faint of heart, though, but it is a good game. Wildermyth, I have heard of this game, and it is a stellar storytelling game. Chivalry 2, you can yell and bash someone's skull in all in the same moment. Spiritfarer, you can cry for hours on end about a turtle that you love very much. Grime, Tinge of Terror, which is a beautiful, ethereal, plain platform action game that I couldn't get too far into. Forgotten City, which dropped on Game Pass not too long ago. I've been meaning to get into it, but I'm not too big on Roman times. And another really good one that I enjoyed, Paradise Killer, if you want to do a New World, I guess I'll just call it like a sci-fi detective story. And then they offer a couple coupons for their IGN store and IGN Plus. Now, another little tiny tidbit on their IGN store, there's a lot of really interesting things on their store, such as Godzilla statues, anime figures that you can't get anywhere else, other video game statues that you can't get anywhere else. The IGN store actually has a pretty good set of clothing and apparel that... I'm wearing my Diablo shirt. I love my Diablo shirt. They have a Diablo 4 shirt that I would purchase if Diablo 4 did not depress me as much as it did. But if you want $10 off of it to make you feel a little less guilty about buying it, as well as helping out 3 really good charities, this would be a good way to kind of get $10 off that, but help out the charity. IGN Plus is their little monthly service that they kind of newsletter everything and kind of get you up to speed in case you don't have a lot of time to check their website every other day, or in our case, once a week. And you get 3 months of free Plus. I don't know if that includes anything else. I never really dabbled with IGN Plus. If it includes anything, sorry. I never really cared much to dig into that. The two charities this helps out is Extra Life and the Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. Children's Miracle Network Hospitals has been in service since the 80s. Since 1986, I want to say. And they've had McDonald's, Rebel stations. They've had, like, hell, other gas stations all over, putting up these little hot air balloons. Yeah. Paper hot air balloons that you sign your name and they just stick them up all over the place. And I'm glad to see that Humble Bundle. I don't think I've ever seen a Humble Bundle directly help this one out, but I'm glad that Extra Life and the Children's Miracle Network Hospitals are working together, because those two together would be great to help out children in hospitals. And the other charity this helps out is Girls Who Code, empowering women to get into a position they will enjoy, which is coding video games or programs that will help build our future, because our future
Which we have one of their other charities over active on the TikTok that we don't post anything on. There's mostly been me making random shit. But I have Black Girls Who Code as my supported charity there.
Oh, yeah. I do recall that. And we're tired. We're trying, man. But this whole bundle, $16. And you get Disco Elysium, that's worth it. Spiritfarer, way worth it. Grime, I couldn't get into it, but hopefully someone out there can. And Paradise Killer, just those four off the rip, amazing. The rest of them, added bonus. Beautiful added bonus. Go and help them out. Let's go do. Now, this one's a big one, so I'm only going to kind of condense it down. I'm okay with Doctor Who. I've only seen a few select episodes that have been either shown to me or just, hey, if you ever get a chance, watch this one. This is a big Doctor Who book bundle. Now, it's not just physical book, like novel. It is also comic book, graphic novel-ish, as well as audio dramas. And it is $18 for all 36 items. And when it says 36 items, there's volumes within these. Like the Doctor Who 10th Doctor Volume 1 through 7. That is one of the items. The 10th Doctor Year 3, 3 volumes. Guess what? 10th Doctor Archives, 3 volumes. So on, so forth. A lot of audio dramas, a lot of other novels. Source books for the tabletop game. If you're what is their fandom base name?
Whovians.
Whovians. See, I was gonna. Wholocks would be a little bit better, but okay, I'll give it to them. Nice.
So there is a rare breed of fan. I am kind of this fan.
Okay.
Super Wholock.
Yeah, because you like Supernatural.
Supernatural, Doctor Who, and Sherlock.
And Sherlock, okay. Yeah, I would say I'm about there. It's just I need to get into more Doctor Who, but there is a lot to kind of crispable with Doctor Who, and I still don't even know where to start. Like,
start with 9. That's the beginning of like when they brought it back. They did a good job that you don't necessarily need to know the entire history of Doctor Who. They kind of introduce you to stuff. A lot of people will say skip 9, go straight into David Tennant, but like there's some important stuff that happens with Rose and other characters that matter throughout David Tennant's run and stuff like that. Or you could start at the very beginning. It's a lot of watching. There is still chunks of it, lost episodes.
Yeah, you had mentioned
you would need a BritBox subscription.
I was about to say, you mentioned that they had found the old audio and they were animating?
Not all the old audio, just some of it.
Okay. But I mean, just the fact that they found it and they're working on it.
Mm-hmm.
But $18 for the 36 items. This helps out the BBC Children in Need. So, of course, Doctor Who is, of course, British, and they'll try and promote toward the British, and I'm happy for that. That is great, because UK going through a little tough time with their poverty as well. I mean, I'm not saying Las Vegas is doing any better, but hey, every little bit helps. And this one here has a lot of different projects helping out the UK. So, last week I did say I was going to play the finals, and I did. Played about 20-something matches, a couple with Socks. It's a fine game. It is very fun. It is very engaging. Destructible environments, but there is a... I don't want to call it a heavy tax, but there is a glaring issue that I'm hoping they fix when this comes out a little bit further. And that is, where are they going to make their money? You don't need to buy a single goddamn thing. Where are you making your money? You say microtransactions. Selling what? I already have all the cosmetics I would want. You're not resetting me. So it's just a matter of, how are we going to keep the servers up? How are we going to see this game evolve? I only see it from the beta area. I gave it a 7 on the Discord, which go and check that down below. I did still leave the link there. But I think I'm going to give it a final rate of 8. It's a really solid game. No match takes longer than 20 minutes because it kind of forces the end. And playing the ranked version where there are 4 teams of 3 instead of 3 is a clusterfuck. It's a fun clusterfuck. Do you think you might pop into this when this drops, Q?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like my library of shit I already don't play is so big. Although I'm sitting here with a giant bag of candy leftover from Halloween, and so I may just never sleep again from all the sugar.
Oh, that's a lot of sugar. Oh, man.
Oh, dude, we got one trick-or-treater.
Really?
Yeah, I spent like $40 on fucking candy. Like, I shopped the sales. I spent like $40 on candy and had the fucking Pokemon cards to give out. I got one trick-or-treater.
Oh, jeez. Well, at least you got a full set of the Pokemon cards.
Oh, yeah, but I did that before even getting through, like, the first bag.
Oh, that's right. You do that first.
Yeah.
I didn't bring up an image of it, but I also played and was kind of speedrunning the Dead Space re-release. Damn.
Okay. Yeah, I want to play it.
Damn, I got chills up my spine. I back in the day, I used to speedrun it. I would get a 4-hour run. Like, I can kill it in an afternoon, you know? I almost shit my whole entire ass at one scene because what I'm used to seeing out of my periphery, I'm like, okay, that's a thing I remember. Because when you were playing Resident Evil 2, you know, I was like, oh yeah, that's over here. Sorry, I didn't mean to spoil. And then you were like, oh no, that's cool. Thank you for telling me. I had that recognition. But then it jumped into a place that was not in the previous version of the game. And I just shit my entire ass over that one jump scare.
You know what'll make you feel better?
Yes?
Some Laffy Taffy jokes.
Okay. Wait, what is the flavor that you're pulling it from?
Green apple. Or sour apple.
Okay.
You kidding? I gave away all the bananas.
Did you really?
Most of them. I left them over where I was. What type of load only rises?
What type of loaf?
Load.
Load?
Yeah.
I feel like this is not safe for work, but go ahead.
An upload. Why did the phones break up?
I don't know. Why?
Because they wanted to go wireless. I would have gone with they had a bad connection, but...
That would have been better. That would have been way better.
Yeah.
Ska dope. So, for those who don't know, I'm an okay fan of Kingdom Hearts. Halfway through 3. This kind of gave me a very odd feeling. Now, this is going to be similar to Pokemon Go with a little bit of geolocation and being able to pull bits and pieces. But I also noticed that was a Mako reactor. Let me rewind it here. And pause. So this thing here is a Mako reactor. For those who don't know, this is Final Fantasy VII lore. And if you've ever played Final Fantasy VII, or at least the first 5 minutes of it, you are going to blow up one of these. And it is trying to return its essence back to the world. And I'm like, are you using old story to tell this new age story? What am I to gauge from this? It does not tell you anything. You can watch this trailer 5-6 times. It looks like a fine game. I just don't know what to do with it.
Hear me out.
Okay, I'm hearing.
We need the cross. There's this very specific Final Fantasy crossover we need with Kingdom Hearts.
Go on.
The Spirits Within.
I mean, it would make better sense than this game. I hate Spirits Within.
It's on Hulu.
I have the DVD sitting right there behind me, just in case I need to. One day, I need to release myself. Hey, thank you for the bits.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
But like, one day, I will have it as like a goal, somewhen, to snap that disc. I will take a box cutter with it, take it from top to bottom, and just snap it in half. And,
This one's from a Cherry Laffy Taffy.
okay, all right. Let me minimize this. Go back to a nice little scene. There we go. Go ahead.
What do mad bees scream out?
What do mad bees scream out?
Yes.
I don't know. What do they scream out?
Buzz off.
Buzz off. That's a good
What kind
one.
of room unites people?
Thank you for a 15 more bits, Mr. Impression.
Ooh, stretch.
And a stretch and a hydration and a posture check.
Posture check.
Well, whenever I do the podcast, I sit up right, so my posture is quite clean.
Oh no, I was fucking leaning over like a goddamn goblin going through his gold.
My treasures, my chocolatey treasures. But I did do the stretch and hydrate. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, what kind of room unites people?
What kind of room unites people? There's a few bad jokes I can make in this too, but I'm not going to. So what is your answer?
A chat room.
Okay. Now I'll give that one a solid 6. That one's fine. Holy shit, Monsieur Impressive.
And all that.
That's
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
a lot of wiggles. Let's pull this back up. And yeah, the
Let me
beta...
know when you're ready for the next set. Oh, a banana.
Oh, banana. I thought you said you gave them all away. How dare you?
I thought I did.
So the closed beta started day before yesterday, and it will end on the 19th of November. iOS and very specific Android bases. My phone can run it. I think anything Samsung Galaxy 22 and higher, or that of which uses that operating system. Check out KingdomHearts.com/missing-link to check it out. It's confusing to me, but if you happen to be a person who travels, this might be your kind of go-to to replace Pokemon Go. It does look very bright, vibrant, and the voice acting is fine. That's all I can say.
Wait, this isn't going to be one of those games, is it?
Oh yeah, it is. Oh, I thought when you sent it to me, I thought.
No.
Yeah, no.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
This is one of those walking around Niantic style.
Yep. Like I have no idea why. Like there's very specific engagements at specific gathering areas. So like that park that you would drive by, of course everyone would be there for like, oh, a Mewtwo thing. Now this one will be like, oh, you can go get Donald Duck.
I'm just gonna see people out there with giant swords now.
I mean, I would like to see it with like cosplayers and whatnot. That'd be kind of cool. But
I'm gonna watch someone sit there and scream at a car in the parking lot, pointing a keyblade at them.
Question on the game? What's up? If it's this one, I don't have any answers. I have no answers for this one. If it's any other Kingdom Hearts one, I can do it. What do you guys think of Project? I don't mind Project Zomboid. It's a very
Which one's that? I know the name.
It's a top-down survivalist where you're in the Appalachia, just surviving, picking
Oh
up
yeah, I
cans.
think I remember that. I haven't done anything with it.
Yeah, I think I streamed it a long time ago, with a couple mods. Sox has it. We played it for a minute. It was fine. I need to get back into it because apparently they did a lot of updating.
15.49. Oh, currently on sale, 33% off over on Steam for what was that?
This much is-
$13.99. Not bad.
Yeah. Okay. Hmm. I might need to get another copy for someone else, but that'll be at a later time.
Well, just for anyone that is interested, the Steam Scream the Revenge sale ends tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time.
Okay.
Yes, I do remember this game. I don't have it, but I do remember this game now that I'm looking at it.
Impressive says he's gonna grab it, and yeah, it's a fun little. I was gonna say a time waster, but no, it's a time sink. Like I think I have 130 something hours in it. So
There is a combo sale.
Oh yeah.
Dying Light Definitive Edition with Project Zomboid together, 70% off, $21.04.
That's not bad. And Dying Light 1 still is running their bi-weekly events. And I think the one that just passed, because I get their little newsletter, the one that just passed was one of my favorite ones where your punches send the zombies flying. That's always a fun one.
There's also one other bundle. It's the Survival Management Bundle, which is 3 games, Project Zomboid, Rise to, I think this is Ruins, Achievement Update, and Judgment. Those are 30% off together at $38.69. They also are doing a 4-pack. What?
Judgment, the Yakuza Japanese game?
Hold on.
Okay.
Bundle info. Judgment Apocalypse Survival Simulator. The apocalypse is here. Demons all around. Lead a small group of survivors, build, manage, and defend your base in a post-apocalyptic colony simulation. Will you survive Judgment Day?
Oh, well, they're gonna have.
And the one other sale.
Oh,
I was gonna say the one other sale is a 4-pack of Zomboid. So you can buy one for you and 3 friends. That is 33% off at $40.19 total.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's probably way better. But the one whose name is Judgment, they're gonna have to talk to Bandai Namco / Sega.
Well, it does have a subtitle.
Okay.
So...
Okay. It's just before you said the subtitle, it didn't seem like it did. Skadoop. Speaking of an interesting title, The Invincible. Starward Industries has released a pretty lengthy trailer, as well as IGN playing 19 minutes of it. It gives me a very Lost in Space retro adventure game, and it seems that it's a lot of storytelling. It is very story-centric. They seem like you can choose your adventure, whether you want to help this robot or... Oh. Well, spoilers, that robot didn't survive. But the screenshots that were on the Steam page were very reminiscent of...
Heads up, you're fuzzy in the background.
I'll be referring then. But it reminded me of the Lost in Space comic. The taking a drastic pose to fire a laser pistol, that kind of thing.
Danger, Will Robinson. I still have yet to watch the Netflix Lost in Space, the one with the robot everybody was hitting on.
Wait, there was a robot everyone was hitting on?
So they redid the robot for the new Netflix Lost in Space when that came out a few years ago to make him more futuristic and whatnot. But they kind of made him double cheeked up.
Oh.
And so the internet got real thirsty.
Oh.
Real quick. The internet will internet.
The internet will internet. Speaking of the internet will internet, there was a TikTok of an individual girl going up to a door, knocking with a pail, one of those bright orange pails, saying trick or treat, smell my, and then all of a sudden it cuts down to the guy on all fours, face looking at her feet before looking up. And I'm just like, we're in that age,
Yeah, that's
aren't
the
we?
internet.
Yeah, we're in that age, aren't we?
What other candy do I have? Let's see.
Jesus, that sounded hefty.
Yeah, a little bit. Dude, I'm telling you, I was expecting a shit ton of trick-or-treaters. I got one. He was adorable. He was Mario, and his mom was Luigi. It was amazing. But I would have given him, like, all the candy if I had known he was going to be my only trick-or-treater.
Oh,
Seriously? No more dots in here? What'd they do? Put 4 boxes in here?
yeah. I'm not a big fan of dots.
Oh, I love dots.
What I used to do with dots when I used to have leftovers back when I was drinking heavily, I would take all of the red ones, specifically the red ones, and throw it into a bottle of vodka and just let it sit. As soon as they dissolve, it doesn't really go bad. Just sits there tasting like okay flavored vodka. Scud. The Invincible, I don't think I have a date, but you can wishlist it. Let's see what the website says. Load a little faster, please. Oh, that is a really good poster. Oh, that is a really good front end poster.
Yeah, I like that.
I can't do anything here. Like I don't know if you can see it on the stream, but I'm wiggling it very subtly up and down. Ooh, Mighty Anna. Yeah, I'll catch that in chat.
Initial release date just says 2023. That's all we have.
That's all we have. But it is retro sci-fi at its finest. Skadu. Speaking of,
Then wait real quick. The Steam page does say November 6th.
probably early. I believe it said for early access.
And it is supposed to be getting a Windows, PlayStation 5, and Xbox XS release as well.
Okay. The day before, we've talked about that game and how interested we were because we do enjoy our urban environments. We enjoy our survivalism. We like destroying zombies. This game kind of mixes a lot of Division, Last of Us, and World War Z.
7 Days to Die.
7 Days to Die. We'll go with that one a little bit more. Where you have to survive. You have to build up what limited funds you can, sell things you're not going to use, purchase things that you are, weapons, ammunition, food, water, things that will get you from point A to point B. And doing so earns you small time credits. Doing small missions get you these credits. And you can scavenge it, of course, off of other players. I don't mind that. It's just finding the guy who's played over 600 hours of it in Escape from Tarkov, who's twitchy at any semblance of noise and just lights you up brighter than the 4th of July. That's the only problem that I have with games like these, but I think I might hop into it. The early access is going to be on 11/7/2023, and the game will release fully a month later, they're hoping. They've released a little bit of a discussion stating that the day before was had a bit of a problem with intellectual property, which I didn't hear about until today. The Steam page has already been restored by Valve and will be open very soon. The game's full release date has been slightly delayed to December 7th at 10 a.m. It will be early access on Steam since this is our first huge game and there may be unforeseen circumstances. They said the full game release will happen when we are certain this is the best version of the game possible. So even though the game's release may be delayed till December 7th, they may still be early access a little bit later. The confirmed price is $39 on early access and $49 on full. Those who bought it on EA don't need to repurchase. No pre-ordering, so that means for those who are on console, it will be $49. They're being very translucent. The game looks fine. I don't have a problem with it. It's just I would like to see, I don't know, just a little bit more of the zombie interactions, because I in both the 19-minute thing that I kind of glossed through and the trailer, you only get a few zombies that run at you. I was expecting like World War Z style, where there's like 50 coming at you through a hallway. But beggars can't be choosers, you know? How many do you want running through that hall? How many can run through that hall? That's another thing to ask. Oh, let's go do. Speaking of games getting a little bit more improvements, Quincy and I have played a little bit of Starfield, and Starfield will be getting a pretty big update. Finally,
He says a little bit. He's already beat the game, I'm pretty sure.
I've beaten it 3 times. 3 different endings. Really, really great. I am very appreciative of Starfield. Starfield is I would say, a classic now. It is the Oblivion of today. Can I go back and play Oblivion? Fuck yeah, I can. Will I? Hell, give me a reason to go. Like, there's a couple mods that I was looking at. Shit, give me a little bit of a push, and I'll go and do it. But they're going to be doing
I'll give you $1.
Okay, I'll play it when we're done. When we're done with this cast, I will reinstall that in the mods.
Great. Now I got to PayPal him $1.
This update will feature the NVIDIA DLSS, which has been not hinted at, but slowly, progressively getting better. This one adds in the frame generation, so that way things aren't as, lack of better words, choppy. This also adds in the AMD FSR3. I don't know what that stands for, but it is another modeling service that helps out with frame generation and what do they call it? The frames between. Better VSync. You'll be able to opt in via the Steam beta options, and then the Xbox players will slowly get it after that, which means that if you're running on the Series X, not the S does not get these added supports, but if you have a 4K TV and an X, you will be playing this thing at its finest after that update. I don't know when that update is. It just says, before it goes live, give us your opinions. So stay tuned for some.
Going back to what you said a second ago, the frames between would make a killer title for some kind of like fucking sci-fi horror.
That would be. And then like, I think it would be very Fight Club, where the only way you can see these murders is by watching movies, and there's one frame of someone's death somewhere. That would be interesting. Kind of Zodiac Killer-ish.
Definitely see some potential.
Good mind on you, Q.
You know, it doesn't work for most things, so it's got to work on something.
I mean, don't sell yourself short, friend. Over on Forbes, this is the only one that has the full entire composite of everything, but it's just the main state of Destiny 2, Final Shape, and Marathon will be delayed. And it begins to speculate on why, and how. So, everyone's assuming that this will, a few individuals that have been laid off from Bungie. And there has been a lot of mass layoffs over in the Sony field. What I find very frustrating is that you lose your musical composer, one of the greatest ones, made Deepstone Crypts, or Deepstone Lullaby, which is by far the best song in Destiny 2, so they say. I still prefer Grasp of Avarice's music, but to each their own. Then you lose one of the head developers, one of the graphic designers, you lose one of the just texture mappers. And it's like, you lose all these little pieces that know how to make this game good. And then I begin to go, is it good now? Because it took me and Socks about 12 minutes of casual conversation just to get into the game, into the tower. From launch.
Wow.
The server stability.
That's Destiny 1 day.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
like these server stability issues that continuously has these issues. Don't get me wrong, I love the new cosmetics that came out for the Halloween, and the small fixes that have been fixing up for um the event itself, like earning your candy and whatnot. That's fine. But Destiny 2, if next season doesn't pull me in with its story, because there's so many questions that I have that's story related, I don't want to sit there and question whether or not I'm going to be in next season. I don't want to sit there and go, are they going to answer these questions? They gotta
I touched on it. I touched on it a while back, and it's full on the truth now. This is the first season of The Lost that I have skipped.
Yeah. I wish I could try and coerce you, or at least talk through it and be like, hey, you want to play? I don't want to pull you into this. Like, I'm actually kind of frustrated with Bungie. I'm frustrated with Destiny in a whole. But they say the final shape has been delayed from February 2024 to June 2024. That is a huge cut of time. And Marathon was going to be released early of next year, is now going to be pushed to the year after at 2025. Fine. Delay them. I don't care. I'm not purchasing them. I'm glad I didn't get the pre-order. I'm mad at...
I know what'll cheer you up.
Okay, what? Oh, is it another Laffy Taffy joke? Okay.
What has a neck, no head, and wears a cap?
You.
The fuck?
Okay.
A bottle.
Oh.
How do social turtles communicate?
How do social turtles communicate?
Yes.
I don't know.
Snappy chat.
That one's kind of cute. I do like that one. But Destiny's on Fire. How about yours? Scudoo. Oh, wait a minute.
That should have been the name of the episode.
What?
Destiny's on Fire. How about yours?
Yeah. Ah, well. I'll put it. You know what? Hold on. I'll put it right here.
On the fly, name change.
I'll just leave it right there for now. Okay, but any more gaming things? I feel like I left something out though. I looked at my links. No, everything's all good. All right, well, if that's the case, shoe news. Hitting it up
I'm
with.
already upset.
Well, good news. This one's the good-looking ones. These ones,
okay.
I'm hitting you with the good ones first. Naruto Shippuden, not my favorite series. Naruto kind of slipped when it hit into Shippuden. There's a lot of good in it. I know. There's a lot of great fight scenes. Not a big fan of just Naruto, period. But ASICS. ASICS. Pretty good shoe company. Builds a lot of activewear shoes. Made Naruto ones before. These ones look a little bit better. Look very Tiger Claw-ish. Has kind of like a hash with their, I can't call them swooshes, but with their design. A nice little deep red, covered all over black. I could see wearing these for jogging, but I don't think I would use these collective-wise. Especially when... Don't know the price, but they will be released on December 11th on Courier? Courir? C-O-U-R-I-R. Don't know how to really pronounce that better. Apparently, it's a specific European retailer that also does overseas sales. So don't fret if you're thinking that it's only going to be Europe. Nope, it's international. It's just I only sell mainly through Europe. Now it's time to cry. Skadoo.
I don't like it. I'm so unhappy.
Oh, I have one more. I didn't tell you about the last ones.
Why is the Grimace one fuzzy?
Yes. So
what the fuck?
I actually got to try on a pair of Crocs very recently, and I understand now why people wear Crocs. They are very...
You know what else you're trying? My patience.
Yeah. I would wear the fuzzy ones in a heartbeat. Try me. But these are McDonald's branded, and they don't look great. They don't look fun. They just look atrocious. The Grimace one is indeed has that fuzzy inline. I probably wear them around the house. I wouldn't wear them outside. But as mentioned, I do understand why people wear Crocs. They breathe, they flow, they're comfortable. They're all terrain. They just have the oh my god, it has his face. I didn't notice it.
That's fucking horrifying.
All right,
That's what is my nightmares.
good.
I've seen that in my nightmares.
The Hamburglar. Why would you want to steal hamburgers? Like, are you okay?
I mean, I'll pay you today for a hamburger on Tuesday.
I'll pay you today for a hamburger.
Wait, that's backwards. I'll pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Yes. I'll pay you a hamburger. And then the birdie one, not so bad. It's still a little nightmare fuel, just having the eyes staring up at you. But they're fine. They're all fine. Strangely, no charm for Ronald McDonald. Just
Did you see the
chicken.
chat?
Never owned a pair of Crocs. Those Grimace ones are good. Yeah, let's go, Piper! Yeah! Are you ready to cry even harder, Quincy? Because these ones I kept from you.
I don't know if I can.
Because when I was going over the stuff, you realized I didn't share my screen. Oscar, one of the best Christmas movies, literally, is...
Oh, it's not.
It as far as financially, it is.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah. Elf, the Will Ferrell movie, is getting a Crocs clog. And it has the fur insewn. I don't have any more I don't have any more to say about it. It's Elf. It's got fuzz. It's got his hat. It's asking about the can I have a hug? And oh my god, Santa, I know him. And the logo. $75. It already released day before yesterday.
You've wounded me. Do you understand? I'm in pain.
Good. Yeah.
Thank you as always, Sneaker News.
Thank you as always, Sneaker News. You show us all these great
Oh my god.
shoes.
He says oh, okay, he bought I misread that at first. I saw purchase successful. I thought he just bought the fucking Crocs.
Yes. Oh, you probably did. Skadoop. Where am I? There I am. Over on RWAN Link, that is the name of a YouTube channel, they did something with Unreal 5, and they did a little bit of animating, and I like Ocarina of Time. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It's the only Legend of Zelda game I have beaten to date. Link to the Past, I will scale around, but Ocarina of Time is one of the very few that I've beaten. And having an animated version of Ocarina of Time would probably get a lot of people playing these old school games that not a lot play. Because our generation is now dealing with the quote-unquote superior Link with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, where you can build contraptions that will send Koroks down the river at Mach 2.
Question.
Yes.
Can you still cook?
In Tears?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably.
Because if you can't, he ain't superior no more.
I would assume so, because it still has the stamina stuff, so maybe. I know there's a lot more things to kind of like build, but I'm unsure. I was looking at Breath of the Wild for $20, and I was actually debating it, but I was like, I still don't have a good working controller, so I talked myself out of it just because I was like,
Is that what I should get you for Christmas?
No, you don't got to do that. If anything,
I know I ain't got to.
well, I don't. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Would you prefer new Joy-Cons or would you prefer the controller?
Controller, dickhead.
Okay. You're welcome. You know you love me.
Well, I know what you really love. Snoochie Boochies.
I swear to God. Okay, I was gonna think if it's more fucking Crocs.
What if if they made? Hold on. Before we go over this, what if they made Jay and Silent Bob Crocs?
Dude, I'm pretty sure there's Spider-Man Crocs, and I still don't own them.
Okay, fair enough then. But speaking of Jay and Silent Bob, a 30th anniversary set of figures that look pretty good, made by Plastic Meatball. I've heard of this company before. Have they done something that I liked before?
Feel like I've heard of this, but
Uh-oh.
I don't fucking know.
Oh, where am I going? Oh, I'm going to Instagram.
What's
Okay,
happening?
I was worried.
I'm scared.
Oh, they did the old school Halloween figures. Oh. Also, real talk, I really like jellies. So that's fine by me, Piper. That's fine by me. Hmm.
I do like the Laurie Strode and the Myers. That's pretty good.
And then Linda Vanderkolk. Oh. They don't have
Okay, friend. Yeah.
They don't have the older gentleman with the gun? Or was he in? He was in 2, wasn't he?
Loomis.
Loomis.
No, he's in 1. He shoots him the 5 times in this one.
Huh.
In the first one.
I need to go back through the Halloween movies. But
remember that there's like 4 different timelines.
I haven't watched any of the new ones, so I don't even know where the fuck I am now.
So the newest ones, the new ones, Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends, work as if only the first movie happened, none of the sequels.
Okay, I can fuck with that then. They made a David Bowie figure.
Dance, magic, dance.
Dance, magic, dance. Oh my god, there's a game called Frig Off.
I mean, now
I
I know I'm
think?
getting my nephew for Christmas.
The official
As his father's in
Psycho...
the chat.
The official...
Psycho Gorman.
Psycho Gorman board game. 0 frigs given.
It's a movie. I haven't actually watched Psycho Gorman yet.
Oh.
It's Joe Bob did it, I think.
Oh, it's April Fool's. Never mind. I was just looking all over
April
the
Fool's my
place.
ass. I'm fucking fighting that, and I'm getting it from my nephew.
Okay, fair enough then.
I don't care if I have to make it myself.
Some more of those figures. Oh, they made a Joe Bob figure. That's
Right now
where
it's in my
that's where
fucking
I
head.
think we might have seen it.
Probably.
Oh.
Somebody doesn't stop slamming doors in this house and ruining my podcast, I'm going to find them.
Good news, it's not showing up, so it's all right.
Better not be.
I'm not hearing nothing, so it ain't showing up. All right. Skadoo. And last but not least, the Arkham Asylum Files Panic in Gotham City. Now, when told to me about this, I was like, okay, so it's another board game. It isn't
excuse me,
just a board game. This thing is an interactive city that you kind of build up. And
I mean,
then,
this is pretty dope.
and then you use your phones to connect with everything. You scan a little QR code and it brings you to the Google Play shop, and you get your download it. Cool, and you play the game through it. It's very interesting. I don't know too much about the rules or otherwise, but I do like all of the stuff that's involved. Like, it looks like it's an actual detective-style game? Maybe? I don't know what all it would also include. But,
I'm down to take down the Clown Prince of Crime.
well, would you do it for $150?
Here's the thing. I could see this being a big game with like friends and like having it a regular board game nights and whatnot. So if I had friends that I did regular board game nights with and we all like threw in to buy a copy,
Yeah, okay.
doable.
Yeah, okay.
But
Well,
you want me as like say a father of children to buy this game? That ain't fucking happening.
So if
There's no way in hell I'm buying them a $150 board game when I can go and buy them like 100 copies of Mousetrap for that price.
I didn't like Mousetrap before. But if everybody coughs up if you and 3 friends cough up $40, I could see that being fair, and
Yeah.
this doesn't seem that bad. And they
What's the player count on this game? Like how few versus how many? Does it show us the back of the box somewhere or something like that? Oh wait, is it in the corner?
I'm just
No,
I'm
it's
just
not
looking
in the
at these.
corner.
1 to 6 players, ages 13 plus.
Okay. Oh, you can play it by yourself?
Yeah, I guess. Get the most out of family time and friend hangouts by working together to solve the mystery. So yeah, I guess it's just a cooperation style game. Resettable high-quality components can be used over and over again with handled with care / normal use with complete reset instructions provided. Huh. A special edition mask. Each Panic in Gotham City box comes with a randomly packed Joker or Batman mask. That's interesting. Scary, but interesting, because if you are a fan of the Joker and you get the Batman mask, you're
Gonna have a bad time.
you're gonna have a bad time. That's all
Eat
I
pizza
got.
when you're supposed to French fry.
Yo, dude, that's a bad time.
So, since that's the end of the news, I want to ask:
Okay.
as a kid, what was your favorite candy to get while trick or treating?
My favorite candy?
Your favorite?
Not gonna lie or sugarcoat it. It's always Reese's. It was always Reese's. I do love.
Reese's are pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I would throw them all into the freezer or fridge if I just wanted a chilled out snack, and then I would just pull 1 or 2 out, munch away. Call it. I guess a close second would probably be just OG Hershey's. Same thing. There was never anything out of the ordinary. The weird brick of Crunch Bars or the Fifth Avenues, or not Fifth Avenues, 100 Grands, like all those Nestle style chocolate ones, they were usually the first ones gone because they were low sugar content but high chewability. The boredom chewing. I never really thought too much on it aside from Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Gimme. What about you?
Reese's Cup. I always went for the. Don't get me wrong, chocolate was great. Chocolate and peanut butter, great. But I was always pretty hyped to get the Wonka stuff.
Oh.
You know, a pixie
Nerds?
stick, nerds. I fucking hate bottle caps. One of the worst candies ever invented next to black licorice.
Concur.
I remember when Everlasting Gobstoppers first came out and they were ass, but they eventually fixed them.
I also remember they tasted like chalk.
All the different versions of Sweet Tarts are good. I miss Shockers.
I also miss. Well, they came back as their new name, and they just they're not as good.
Yeah.
What was there was one candy that I used to really never like. Those really flat Twizzlers. I hated them.
Oh, I mean, Twizzlers are disgusting in general, but yes, the flat ones are like the worst.
Yeah, it never made it past the doorway. It would be in the trash.
I did have a lady one time that gave us sodas. She had an R2D2 like cooler. And we were getting sodas, and that was pretty cool.
That was I watched a TikTok of a woman giving out 2-liter sodas. She had
Okay, that's insane.
She had her entire walkway full of the pallets that carry 8 of them, and she was just giving out Cokes and Sprites and whatnot. And I was like, that kid's got to carry that.
We still got a couple people in the chat. I want to know your guys' what would you look forward to on Halloween if you were a Halloween household? When it came to candy, what was the worst thing? Like if you opened your bag and you saw it in there, other than the Twizzlers, what was the thing that was just like, you know what? I can't believe some asshole gave me this.
You're gonna hate me because we were just talking about it. I think before cast, and that's dots. I never
That's
liked
wild
dots.
to me.
I never liked.
What
dots.
about those black and orange ones that were like
crows? I know the
like
black
they didn't have a name on them. They're like the traditional candy, and like one would be an orange wrapper, the other would be a black wrapper. They're just like the twisted paper.
Oh,
They're
Mary
like
Jane's.
peanut butter or something like that. Is that what they're called?
Mary Jane's, yeah. They're
Yeah, I was always kind of iffy on those.
okay. Yeah, they're fine. I remember I used to like have to mold them a little bit, like heat them up in my fingers before unwrapping them and chewing on it because it was a little bit like saltwater taffy. But yeah, no, but you're
What
right.
about
they are
the strawberry candies? They were hard, but had like a gooey inside, and the packaging was another twist package. It was like plastic, and it was made to kind of look like a strawberry. You remember
Oh
those?
yeah, I do. Yeah, and neutral. They were fine.
Yeah,
I never.
my
had
grandmother
too
always
many.
had those.
I never had too many.
Chat so far has said Twizzlers soft, so I'm assuming they're meaning not the flat one. I don't like Twizzlers in general, so.
They're bland. They're very, very bland.
Although I'm not surprised by the person that's saying Twizzlers because I have a memory of me, him, and a few other friends in his car, and one of the friends opening his bag of Twizzlers, but not opening it from the reseal part, opening it from like the regular part
Like a
of the
monster.
bag. Yeah, and him just being mad
Oh my
for the rest of the trip.
Sour Patch Kids. Oh yeah,
Yeah, Sour Patch Kids are top tier. Yeah.
I could fuck with Sour Patch Kids any day. Oh my god, those little tiny packages with only like 7 in them. That would just be the godsend.
Lemon heads.
I actually don't mind them. I never went out of my
But
way
like
for them though.
the individual big ball lemon heads, not like that little box of like the multiple flavors of lemon head and his friends. I'm talking like just the lemon head.
The one that looks like a gumball. Still neutral. Like I never went out of my way for them, but I still enjoyed them.
I'm with chat here. Good and plenty, and any black licorice were immediately thrown away.
Good and
Fuck
plenty.
good and plenties. It's just fucking black licorice in the shape of Mike and Ike's.
Okay. I'm glad you mentioned those because I forgot all about them. I wiped them from my memory until now. Gummies over chocolates. I mean, it just really depends on your taste. Like I know Q likes, as said, the sour or the tart. And I just will indulge in chocolate until I probably get type 2 diabetes, but...
What do you mean? I have plenty of Pokeballs. Oh, fucking thing.
There was one that gave, a while back, that gave out small candied apples. Like, it was apple slices that were dipped in the caramel, and then chocolate chips thrown onto it, and they were in these like freezer bags, and they were
chocolate your chip. I don't know what that means.
I was about to say, Q, are you good? Because I don't want you to touch. Don't you touch me and make my chocolate chips.
I am far from good, and you know it.
I do. Create a gummy chocolate. There are chocolate covered gummy bears that I really like.
Chocolate covered gummy bears aren't bad.
The last the trip we took to Disneyland. We picked some up on the way. I love that shit.
How do you feel about cinnamon bears?
I don't like. Okay, I've
Yeah,
had.
you're not a big cinnamon fan.
I'm not a big cinnamon fan, but I have had an up and down relationship since then. Like working where I work, I have been given a shot of Fireball, which is just hot tamales, the candy, but in a drinkable form, from what I've been told.
Great. Now I've just got fucking Pitbull stuck in my head.
Dale. What?
He's got a song that they yell Fireball because they're naming a bunch of drinks and shit.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know too much about Pitbull, sadly. I just know that he's Mr. Worldwide. Dale.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just tried tossing a gummy bear in my mouth that did not make it.
Way to go. But no, I've had an up and down relationship. I'm slowly starting to like it. Because the one time you gave me a small handful of hot tamales, I think it was for Captain Marvel?
Probably.
Yeah, I had that small handful, and it killed me for like a good 10-15 minutes. So, neutral.
I combined two of my favorite things, and it was absolutely awful. I went and bought cinnamon coffee.
Tell me how that went.
Oh, it was god awful. It was fucking terrible. I got it from Winco. Hated it. Bought a whole fucking bag of it. Absolute just shit.
I still need to go to Winco, but don't have anyone near here.
It's the only 24-hour store left in town.
Really?
Like all the fucking Walmart shit closed now.
At 1, right?
No, like 11.
Really?
Yep. Smith's closes 11. Albertsons and Vons close at 10.
Yeah.
I mean these mini Butterfingers, and I'm just sitting here going, why not just do Butterfinger BBs instead of mini Butterfingers?
Something about uniform makes it easier to coat them. Balls are harder to work with, while you have the uniform. Yeah, I figured you were gonna. Okay. All right. Am I good to do the outro? Fuck ass.
Yep.
Thank you guys for joining us. Remember to check the links down in the description for our Discord. Go ahead and join up our Discord. I've been giving away a lot of games. I still have to give Dice his Trek to Yomi that I just gave away, and I've got some more games to give away. I've got maybe 300 and something Steam games just sitting here. I'm going to be throwing them from time to time, 1 week intervals, so that's 52 games, hopefully, in this coming year. Remember to check our Zenny. A couple people have already gotten some glasses. Well, one person's gotten some glasses. Go and check it out. They right now running a spend $50, get free shipping, as well as buy 3 pairs, get 1 of lesser value free. So go and check that one out. Go and check out the Humble Bundle. Go and help out some good old charities. Go ahead and check out the Temu link, but everyone's saying exercise caution now. A lot of conspiracy around that. Enjoy what you enjoy. If you buy random nonsense like I did, buy random nonsense like I did. And of course, at the end of days, at the end of weeks, at the end of months, and at the end of years, remember to love one another. It is very much free to do. Bye, everybody.
Fun.
You want to try that one again?
Bye, everyone.
There we go.
What happened with the first one?
First one cut off.